Welcome to Cliff. Now the main hot zones for this map are going to be here and around here. That's where you're going to see most of the tanks. For light tanks there is a hot zone up here, so you need to kind of contest this area, but be warned that when you're trying to go up from either side, you can actually be shot from anyone that's sitting around here or here. Even if they're driving up, they have pretty easy shots on you as you're trying to get up to this cliff over here, or this rock over here. So just keep that in mind. So what's the kind of 30 seconds to 1 minute version of this map? Light tanks are going to go up onto the rock. You could also actively scout anywhere around here just to try and be annoying to them. If you have, more than 1 or 2 light tanks, then obviously don't all go up onto the rock because you're just going to be useless, because you only need 1 person up here. If that 1 person dies, then you can try and avenge him and go up there, but you only really need 1 person on this rock at any point in time. Heavy tanks and medium tanks, you can go onto around this position over here. This is for the more faster medium tanks and the more faster heavy tanks, like 277, tanks like that. And if you get up onto this position, either side, you can go from there or here, it doesn't matter. You can then have shots onto anyone in the middle. So you can either go around this side and go and shoot here, or you go around this side and shoot there. So this position is really powerful. Also, you can then proxy spot anyone by going up here or here, and that's going to show anyone for your team that is going to be sitting around here or around here. Another thing, a light tanks can actually get all the way up onto here and get onto this position over here, but be warned, if there is obviously tanks down here, then you're going to be proxy spotted. So this is more late game if you want to try and spot anyone that's sitting at the back over here. TDs are going to be sitting around here and around in this city and on these rocks and around here. They are the main points for the TDs to sit, over here and here. The reason being that as soon as anyone comes through the middle, you're going to have direct fire on them instantly. So it works on both sides. Heavy tanks, as soon as they come through here, then you're going to be shot at by the TDs that are sitting over here. So same for if they come through here, shot at by the TDs. It's a really powerful position. Also, you can shoot the light tanks that are going up onto the hill. Or if they get onto the hill, then you can still shoot them. The only protection that you have for a light tank is this lighthouse, so keep that in mind. Also, there's a flanking position around here with a nice ridge line that you can go under to protect you from the higher ground up here. This bit has a dugout position over here, so you need to watch out for that when you're actually shooting on them, because they can go hold down. Over this side doesn't have a dugout position, so you need to be careful of that if you are pushing this, as you won't have that good a protection compared to there. So that's the quick 30 seconds to a minute version of this map. Let's now get into some positions. So the light tank spot number 1 is going to be on the rock. Now to get here, it's pretty simple. You're just going to go all the way up here and then just try and get onto the rock. Now I am going to be trying to do, again, going back to the tanks selection, is going to be, heavy tanks, medium tanks and TDs, and I'm going to change the tank for each one. Just because I think that it adds a little bit more to the video, and yeah, it's just for visuals. Doesn't really make sense showing you a heavy tank position in a light tank. But yeah, so here we go. We go up to here, and this point right here you can be shot from, and once you go into here, you can be shot from. So you need to be careful. Don't drive like me like that and hit the rock. But once you're around here, then you're pretty safe until you get to the top over here. But be warned, 10 seconds after you've been spotted, just be careful, because artillery can always shoot you. And from up here, you can do whatever you want. As you can see, you have massive vision, but you do just need to be careful, of course, that you don't overextend and overpeak, because then you could be shot at from anyone that's sitting down there. So yeah, this is position number 1. I will now just show you the other side for this position, and then we'll move on to something else. Okay, so to get up from this side, you just go, it's basically just following the same kind of route, just the same path. Again, you can be shot at from here, and once you go up to here, you can be shot at again. So obviously, you just need to be careful of those 2 points. Once you're here, you're pretty safe, again, as I've already said on the other side, and then you're basically up the top. And then you can fight the light tank. You can use this lighthouse as cover from artillery or any other TDs that might be sitting over there. That's the main TD spot, and the other TD spot is, of course, over in that position around there. So just take that into consideration when you're up here, and yeah, that's this spot done. Moving on to the medium tanks. Now I'm going to show you this spot right here. So you do need a fast enough medium tank to do this. The 430U can do this kind of no problem, but you do kind of need some balls at the same time to do this, because if you suddenly spot an enemy and you then stop, you're almost just dead instantly. So if you see an enemy, you're going to have to fight them. So this bot is a little bit more risky than all the others, but you know, the risk usually does pay off. So around here you're probably going to get spotted. If there is a light tank, then you're going to have to contest them, but you just come straight up here, and of course you just drive around there and then go up that side for the other side, and then you're just going to be sitting here, and right now you would spot anyone that is going up over there, because as you can see, your view range, you've got enough view range to see anyone that's coming across. So not only is this great for light tanks as well, although I would suggest more medium tanks do this. That's why I put it in the medium tank position, as well as that heavier tanks like the 277 can do this, but you're just going to be able to spot anyone that's around here. And then once you know that it's kind of safe to move up a little bit, you can then move up to around here and shoot across anyone that's going to be in this heavy tank location over here in the middle of the map. As you can see, you're going to have to peek around quite a bit, and you do expose yourself quite badly to the TDs over there, so take that all into consideration, and well, when you'll want to use this position. From the other side, it's exactly the same. You just go up there, as I've already said, but you're just going to go around here. This is a little bit safer, I would say, because you've got this rock in the way to protect you from the TDs that are sitting over there, and then you can just farm anyone that's sitting back here. So this spot is a little bit safer to actually shoot from, rather than the other side. But you know, this spot still works, and exactly the same thing, you can then go up here and you can actually spot anyone that's trying to get across here. As well as that, this is a lot more open for you to shoot, whereas that side, you know, has this rock in the way to prevent you from shooting across there. So you know, this spot is, I would say, is a bit better this side rather than that side, but at the same time, you know, they're both trade blows. So this spot is very, very dominant if you're a good player. Okay, so the next spot for the medium tanks is going to be trying to flank around here, but also you could go here and just try and battle it out with anyone that's sitting around here. The only thing with this is that, sure, you protect yourself from this rock over here so that you can't get shot at by anyone that's sitting at the top, but at the same time, you're then being exposed to anyone that's trying to go hold down over here. And I would much rather shoot at someone that's overexposing themselves at the ridgeline over here, rather than trying to shoot someone that's hold down here. So, you know, take that into consideration as you will. This is what I mean by not being dug out. So this is for the other side. As you can see, yes, you have these bushes, but you're going to have to go all the way down here if you actually want to get any type of hold down location. You know, down here. Whereas if you were up there, you would actually get a bit more vision. So you're going to have to kind of rely on your team to spot at this stage because of all the bushes. But yeah, so that's if you're coming up through here. And if you're going to go down through here, as you can see, you've got this nice ridge line that's going to protect you all the way from anyone that's sitting over here, so that you can just pop up at any point and just take a shot and then back off, back down around here. This is great for flanking. Great for moving around and trying to shoot enemies. As I said, you can always shoot them from there as well, but you're going to need your team to try and spot. So, you know, this position here combined with this position here could work really well, because you'll have the spotting from this guy over here, and then you can shoot from there. This position over here is what I was saying about it being dug out. It's really nice for hold down tanks, especially if you have a good amount of gun depression as well. I mean, the 430U doesn't really have good gun depression, does it? Like, look at that. But you know what I mean. You can shoot anyone that's around here, and also you can shoot people on the cliff or on the rock. Another spot quickly, if you have insanely good gun depression, say if you're seeing something like a UDES, you can actually go into this spot over here, and you're basically just God in this spot. And like, there's nothing they can do. If you're in like a chieftain or a UDES or something like that, that you can't get shot by the TDs, and you can just shoot and farm anyone that's around here. So if they're on the rock, it doesn't matter. If they're over there, it doesn't matter. Well, I mean, if they're on the rock, they could, you know, shoot down on you still, but you get what I mean. This spot is really powerful in something that has great gun depression. Moving on to the heavy tanks. So, heavy tanks are going to go into this position over here. Exactly the same, you just drive up there. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by showing you that. But yeah, you just drive to around about this position, and you just want to really be careful of the TDs that are sitting either side. The main reason is that as soon as you try and peek, you're either going to get shot by the TDs, as already mentioned, or you're going to get shot by people that are sitting around here. Now, not many people sit around this spot or around here, but a lot of people do still sit around this bit over here. Mainly because they don't want to get shot by people over here, so they sit behind here, and then they can shoot anyone still that are over there, while still being kind of in the battle. So this spot right here, you can do little peeks now and again, just by coming up to this. You just peek out, you shoot, you back off again. You'll easily spot anyone that's sitting here, no issues. Anyone that's around here you will spot, but you do need to be careful of people that are sitting up the back. In that bush in particular, and this bush over there, that's the main two bushes where they're going to sit, either side of that rock. But yeah, so you just need to be careful and just only show as tiny amount of your tank as is humanly possible. Another thing, obviously watch out for that bit over there, the same as if you're on the other side. You do have these, like, kind of this statue that's broken down to protect you from artillery or anyone that's over, you know, sniping you. So you obviously need to be careful of that bit over there. But you can actually go here and just try and dominate this position, but you're going to need some gun depression. As you can see, I don't really have enough gun depression in the 277 to deal with them, so if they're going to be pushing through. And again, this position, not that good, because they can sit around here, and I've sat here many times to just farm people that are trying to get into position to come up here. You just go here, and you actually hold down, because this is all they're going to see, is your turret, and that's about it. So anyone that's going to be peeking around there, they're just going to shoot your turret with no... You'll not really have any problems from them. The only issue that you're going to have is artillery from this position. So you just need to keep that in mind when you're playing. Obviously, always keep in mind artillery and what it can and can't shoot. Obviously, it can't shoot you behind this rock. And obviously, it can't shoot you right around the... Well, it could shoot you. It could splash you from around here if you're sitting there. But this position's pretty nice for heavy tanks. You just need to be careful of where to go. And keep in mind your gun depression at all times when you're around here. Again, you can go around here. I don't like it so much because you're kind of very exposed out here, and I'd rather go there. But this does work for heavy tanks, as you don't really have to worry about gun depression so much on this position. And you just go around as much as you can without seeing any enemies, and then when you do, you brawl with them. And you can also go up here if you are in a faster heavy tank like the 277. So yeah, there's plenty of positions for you to go in your heavy tanks, and always judge the matchup and the team list before you go into your positions. So for example, if there's not many light tanks or not many medium tanks, go into this. You know, you can then just go and dominate this position around here. No problem. If there's lots of light tanks and lots of medium tanks, then maybe this position is a bit better, because then you can actually be more of the heavy tank and try and brawl. If not, then you can go around. You know, always judge where you go on the map according to what you have on the team list. But let's get into TDs now and show you the last few spots on this map. So now moving on to the TDs and the final few positions. First position I'm going to show you is up here. Don't really need a fast TD to do this or anything special. You just need a little bit of time. That's about it. But yeah, just around here. You can also use this position later on in the game if they've pushed through here to actually shoot anyone that's coming through. But the main reason why you want to go up here is to shoot in the middle of the map. Now, you can do this from several points of this position. Doesn't really have to be one in particular. You could shoot them from here. You could shoot them in this bush. It doesn't matter. This position is great for TDs. As soon as they come through, instant shots off on anyone. You don't have shots for people coming down from the left-hand side because of this rock. But apart from that, you can shoot on the hill. You can shoot anyone that's going to try and flank. This position is very nice, very open for you to actually shoot people. You can also shoot them if they overextend over here. So right as they're coming up, as you can see right here, that's the path that they use to come up there. So you can shoot them as they come up, but then you need to be careful because as soon as they go behind that rock, you won't be able to shoot them. So yeah, this position is very powerful. Let's now show you down here, and then I'll move on to that side and that bit there. So basically any rock behind here you can use to your advantage. So you could shoot from behind that rock, but the main thing that I would like to do is sit in these bushes here, or sit behind them, and then as soon as they try and push through, you can then just shoot them. You can also use this bush to go back a little bit and then shoot anyone that's on this little corner bit here. So yeah, that's basically this position. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's pretty self-explanatory of what to do. You just go wherever you want, wherever you can get some shots off, and then shoot the other people. The same goes for this side actually. I'm not going to show you this because it's exactly the same. You just find a position and then shoot from it. And up here, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so to get up into this position, you're going to have to go up here first. You can't go up from there. Just don't bother even trying because it's just going to be a waste of time. Oh look, Pater Noob has made an appearance again. Yeah, we go up here, and it's going to take you a little bit of time, especially if you don't have the fastest of tanks. And you're going to sound like a tractor going up here sometimes, as you can hear now. You know, yeah, it's proper struggling. But eventually you will get up here, and then you just go and sit in one of these two bushes that I've already stated. You just go around here. I mean, this is probably the best bush for it. You could go up a little bit further, but just around here, and just do exactly the same as the other side of the map. So if you did enjoy this video and this little map guide, then please leave a like. Come and join the Discord because I'm always online, and you get regular updates of like what I'm doing. So if I don't upload a video for some reason, then you know why. And you can also moan at me to say that I'm bad because I haven't uploaded a video in like a week or whatever. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then you know what to do. I'll see you in a bit.